Picture this. You're in a dark forest and notice a strange shadowy presence around you. You're scared, but as long as the fire stays alive, it will protect you. Fire is just something that's really fun to look at. I don't have a problem.
And I don't have a passion for fire. I mean, maybe humans all have a passion for fire. Maybe that's like, maybe that's a very core thing of humanity and like us evolving.
See, we all like fire when it's not too close. So when I saw this game jam with the theme being Ignite, I knew I had to do something. I have 2 days for the game, so I decided to brainstorm some ideas. Originally I wanted to make a rock paper scissors style game where the goal is to spread the fire as much as possible. But I had no idea how to make gameplay around that, so I went with the campfire idea instead. I started with a simple landscape and added in a light for the fireplace. Then I tried to make a ground texture using pixel art, but it didn't look that good, so I just decided to get an image online and pixelate it, and this worked out pretty well. Next I made some models for the fire mechanic. Although it's still very bare bones, I'm already really happy with the visuals. It's cozy and uneery at the same time, which was exactly the vibe I was going for. Now that we have some visuals, I can start coding the pickup system. For the outline I used an edge detect and check each frame if the player is hovering any items, and then we just show that outline. By complete accident I also created this black outline which just looks so awesome, so of course I kept it. This marks the end of day 1. On day 2 I quickly made a Trello board to organize myself and made it so you can feed the fire. Wait a minute, we don't even have a fire yet.
Hello everyone, I am Asif Ali and you are watching.
Thank you Asif, very cool. And with 2 hours left, the only thing missing is the strange shadowy presence. 2 hours to make an AI from scratch, that's easy, right? So since there is no time, I have to cut a lot of corners. I decided to model the scariest thing I know, bad topology. Scary, right? His name is Shadow Muffin. He kind of just hovers towards the player until he awkwardly hugs you, and he won't go near fire. That's all I had time for. With only 30 minutes left, I packaged the game hoping it wouldn't crash. Now that the jam is over, it's time to experiment. First thing I did was add a radio. Next I figured I'd make a new enemy since my strange shadowy creature has some issues. Let's think about the resources for a second. I noticed that you chop down trees to get wood and use it to maintain the fire. But what if instead the trees chopped you? Trees are evil. Don't believe me? Some trees are not even American, which is why we must burn them down. See what you caused, Asif? This is what happens when you teach me how to make fire. I just burned— Wait, I'm not American. Alright, let's calm down and just focus on the AI. Each tree checks for a few things like distance from fire, and a few lucky trees become sentient. And of course the trees and humans live happily ever after. And with this the game is finished. For some reason one of the audio files was 140 megabytes. I was so surprised, but when I checked the length, it's actually 30 minutes of fire. How deranged do you have to be to record 30 minutes of fire? That's an obscene amount of time. Anyway, I quickly fixed this, and with this the game is finished. The jam people didn't like it, but that was because performance sucked at the time and the game just wasn't ready. You can follow me on Twitter and Discord. Thanks for watching and till next time.